What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, oh man, you know what I'm gonna do. We're coming back to
Nemophila.
yes, indeed,
Nemophila.
fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Greg Garvin, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 43% of the vote. Moving up for number 1004. Yes, we're up into the thousands now. Moving up for number 1004 in the queue, straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote definitely matters. They all want to see me react to this. It is with their rendition, their cover of the Babymetal song, Megitsune. Now, have I heard the song before? Full disclosure, yes, I have. I've done several reactions to the original song on the channel. I'm pretty familiar with the song, yes. Now, having said that, I have never seen this cover by
Nemophila.
so I can do a reaction to the cover. So just, I want to be very clear, full transparency, not trying to hide anything from anybody. I will not be reacting to the original song itself in any way, shape, or form, okay? I'm going to be basing my reaction, my evaluation, and my score completely on this cover. What
Nemophila.
does with this cover? Do they do a carbon copy cover, or do they go and take the song in a little bit of a different direction, put their own little spin on it? I don't know. I have no clue. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. This was posted by
Nemophila.
yeah, shocking, and the video has 1 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Babymetal, no idea what that says. Megitsune, covered by
Nemophila.
yeah, there it is right there. I'm not saying it. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay, so they're doing a carbon copy cover. Okay, nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing carbon copy covers. I respect them. As long as they're done, if you're gonna do a carbon copy cover though, it's gonna be clean. And so far so good. They're doing it clean. This has absolutely no bearing on the score whatsoever. But I just gotta mention, I can't help but notice all of the Babymetal memorabilia around. They got this, the one banner over here. They got the Fox God masks hanging off the mic stands. You know, they're really paying tribute. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. From what I'm hearing so far, no, you know what? No. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off until the end before I say anything. Well, obviously that's not true because I've already said a bunch. But I'm not going to say what I want to say yet. Let's hold off on that. Let's get back into this and let's see where we go from here. Oh, a little sloppy on the double kick there, but that's all right. Recovered. Okay, so I'm going to say something here, and I really hope people don't take this the wrong way because I'm actually going to use this to kind of prove a point in just a little bit. During that section, right at the first turnaround, you heard the double kick from the drummer get just a little bit sloppy, right? Y'all heard it. I'm sure y'all heard it. It was just a little bit off, okay? Here's the thing. She recovered quick, like super fast recovery, which was great on its own. More importantly, though, this proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that what we're hearing is live. If this had been post-produced, if this had been a lip sync job, do you really think they would have put sloppy playing into playback like that? Do you really think any band in the right mind would have allowed a little flub like that to be in a lip sync job, in a track? No band in the right mind would allow that. So that alone proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that what we're hearing is live. Awesome. Glad to see it. I don't hate mistakes. So in situations like this, I welcome mistakes because it proves to everybody beyond a shadow of a doubt that they're playing live. I'm glad. And what was really cool about it is she did that little flub. Okay. But as soon as it was over, she didn't sit there and dwell on it. She didn't sit there and cry about it. She got right back into it, right back up on the horse and kept on going. Awesome. Fantastic. I got no issue with that whatsoever. No, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it all. Save it all. Let's keep going here. Nice, let her have that part. That's cool. Nice. Gotta say, as covers go, that was nice. That was nice. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was
Nemophila.
with their rendition of the Babymetal song Megitsune. Okay, so this was a request from Greg Garvin, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 43% of the vote, moving it from 1,004 in the queue. Yeah, we're up in the thousands now. Moving it from 1,004 in the queue straight up to number one. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote really does matter. Okay, before I give my score, I just need to reiterate this so nobody can say, well, you've heard the song before. No kidding, I have. I know I have. I said that at the beginning, but I also know that not everybody listens to everything I have to say. So I'm going to say it again, just to protect myself and just to cover all the bases. I have obviously heard this song before. I have done several reactions to this song on the channel. And on top of that, Mrs. Heretic and I, we went and saw Babymetal perform live, and they did this song. So clearly, I've heard this song before. Having said that, I am not taking the original songwriting into account here in any way, shape, or form. The original song, the original recording, it has no bearing here, okay? Other than comparison, there is going to be a comparison, but the original score is not going to help or hurt this, okay? I'm going to be basing my evaluation of my score completely on this cover. What they did with this song, how they did it. That's all that matters, okay? You'd be amazed how many people they just don't listen. You'd be well, I don't know if you'd be shocked, but you'd be amazed probably. Anyway, having said all that, let's get to the score, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, believe it or not, I'm going to give that cover an 8.5. Yep, 8.5. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.5. What does that mean? Well, an 8.5 would translate to a great scale rating, so I think this was a great cover. It would also translate to 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. So there you go, an 8.5, great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Before I give my explanation, I know that there are fans of Babymetal watching this. I know there are. And I also know that there are fans of that band watching this as well. And I'm really hoping that we can all just kind of get along here, we can all coexist, and we can all act like adults here. And when I say things that, you know, may put one band in a little bit of a better light than the other band, I really hope that other band does not get bent out of shape, because believe me, folks, this pendulum swings both ways. There are certain aspects of this cover that I like the original more, and then there are certain aspects of this cover where I like the cover more. And I know right now Babymetal fans are going, what are you talking about?
Oh, brother!
Just just hold your horses, okay? Calm down. I promise it's all gonna make sense. I hope. Then again, I might find myself burning at the stake when this is all over and done. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. First of all, this cover. This was a carbon copy cover, okay? They didn't take it in any weird direction. They didn't put their own spin on it as far as, you know, chordal progression changes or melodic line changes or time signature changes, tempo changes, key signature changes. There was no deviation from the original. They stayed true. Now, is there anything wrong with that? No, there's nothing wrong with that. But listen, if you're gonna do a carbon copy cover, then it better sound extremely close to the original. Like, you better do everything you can to make it sound as close to the original as possible, okay? So, did they do that? Yes, they did. They absolutely did. The song was immediately recognizable. And as far as a chordal progression goes, a notation progression goes, melodic lines, harmonies, direction, feel changes, everything involved with the song, they kept it true to the original. So good for them. Good for them. They did a carbon copy cover and they pulled it off really well. So kudos to them. The drumming sounded just fine to me. I had no issue with it whatsoever. It sounded really good. I liked everything that they did, or that she did. Guitar playing sounded fine. I got, again, no issue with anything they did. I think they did a great job overall. Bass playing, okay. Babymetal fans, feeling you, okay? Feeling you. I like Bo. I do. I love Bo, as a matter of fact. I love watching him play. If I'm being honest, I'm not talking about notation. I'm just talking about bass tone, bass sound. I like her bass tone on this. Now, maybe it's because of the amp. It's very possible. That can make a huge difference. I know Bo plays through Mark bass. I actually have a Mark bass amp. It's not a tube amp though. It's a solid state amp. I just use it for practicing. It's a nice amp. It's a solid amp. I would never tour with it. It's not beefy enough. I love my Ampeg, and oddly enough, it's exactly what she was playing through was an Ampeg. The tube amp, man, it really makes a difference. An Ampeg really is just a top of the line bass amp. It just sounds so beefy, and the attack that you get just sounds so good. And I gotta say, it, again, has nothing to do with playing. I think they're both very good bass players, like outstanding bass players. I really like the tone that the bass was getting on this, so I'm kind of giving the nod to her a little bit over Bo. I'm sorry, Babymetal fans, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. It's coming back though, I promise. Like I said, the pendulum swings both ways. Let's talk about vocally, okay? Now, I think her vocals, I liked her vocals. I do. I think her vocals definitely lend itself to this song very well. A much more metal approach from her vocal performance. Having said that though, I think Sue's vocals sound better on this song. I know that, here we go. Now, see, pendulum swinging the other way now. Listen, I got no problem with her vocals. I like her vocals. Personally, I think I like her vocals more from a metal standpoint, from a performance standpoint. In a live setting, I think I like her vocals a little bit more, but in the context of the song, I think I like Sue's better. Her vocals just have a more pure tone, a sweeter tone to it, where she had a little more, how do I put this? Metal, I guess the best way to put it is a metal influence tone to her vocals. I like it, I absolutely do, but I gotta kind of give the nod to Sue on this one. So we're tied at 1-1, okay? I really like the fact that, and I know this is gonna sound really stupid, but I'm glad we had that little flub in the breakdown section from the double kick on the drummer. Now listen, it's a small, tiny, tiny little thing. As a matter of fact, it was so tiny, it didn't even affect the score. It had no impact on the score whatsoever, because it was a little bit of a wash. Was there that little itty bitty little flub? Yes, there was. But because that little itty bitty little tiny little flub was there, it proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that what we heard was live playing. They were playing live. It was not a lip sync job. How do I know that? Very simple. No record label, no management company, no band in their right mind would ever put a little tiny itty bitty tiny little flub into a playback track for usage for lip syncing. Nobody in the right mind would do that. So clearly what we heard was live. Awesome. Glad to see that. So I'm grateful for that little flub. That itty bitty tiny little flub. Yes, it was there. Okay, get over it.
Gene Okerlund right here is a crying cow, and I want you to give that to Tito Santana.
The video had absolutely no impact on this score whatsoever. I want to be very clear before I say the next thing. The music video had no bearing on the score whatsoever. Having said that, it was kind of cute to see all the Babymetal paraphernalia around the entire room. You had the banners and the masks and everything else just everywhere, constantly giving that little tip of the cap and paying homage to the original. I like it. It shows respect. They're not trying to be funny about it. They're being respectful about it, and they're tipping the cap and acknowledging, hey, this is for you guys. I appreciate that. I do. But again, no bearing on the song whatsoever. The final thing, the last thing I'm going to say is this. Overall, I don't know if I should say this or not, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it because I believe this wholeheartedly. I enjoy the Babymetal version. I do, but I gotta say, I kind of like this one a little bit more. I like this cover because it has a little bit more of a metal influence. Yes, the pop elements are there. Yes, I get it. You hear the electronica. Yes, I hear it. It's all there. But this has a little more of a metal edge to it. I like it. And I gotta say, it's not by much, okay? We're talking a little, tiny little bit. But I prefer this one just a little bit more over the original. I know Babymetal fans right now are just absolutely ready to burn me at the stake, but I'm sorry. But at the same time, I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna make apologies for how I feel. And I that's honestly how I feel. Nothing against the original. We wouldn't have a cover without the original. But I do like this cover just a little tiny bit more. And that is how we're coming up with a score of 8.5. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.5, which is a great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.